What's up, everyone? Elaw here, the internet's second tiredest music teacher, coming to you with a reaction video today uh, from a group I've never heard before and a song I've never heard before. The group is Dazey and the Scouts, and the song is Wet. And from what I can tell, from what I've seen so far, going through trying to track it on YouTube, there's no music video for it, which is fine. But I'll be listening to the audio track and you'll be hearing it along. But I'm excited. Literally brand new. It's gonna be good. All right, so we've got Wet off of the Maggot album, which is an intimate album from Dazey and the Scouts. Let's give it a listen. Yeah, so it started off feeling like it was a slow track, and then by that second time, oh, check this, it's like Britpunk. Okay. Pulling in the lyrics here, of course. Just trying to figure out what exactly is happening on that album cover. So it looks almost like it's weapons they're holding. Like right over here and over there. I don't know. It's interesting. Now I understand why it's an intimate album. The tone on that one guitar is feels very like 60s retro, almost jazzy. It's got like this weird kind of clean reverb almost. It gives it that like bright, almost twang. Everything else has got that little bit of heavy distortion, maybe a little fuzz on it. So it's interesting though, like with the album cover here, because they're in front of the Lincoln Memorial, it looks like, from a Brit punk band maybe. And you've got the newspaper articles all around there. Oh, some of that. Oh, they're just all over the place with the titles on this album. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out this album cover. It's interesting. I mean, it's always good never to look into something too much, unless there's actual like definitive understanding that there's something there to be found. It doesn't help anyone to go finding things that weren't intentionally put there. So yeah, let's talk about it. So right off the bat, like it's got that nice well, actually right in that intro with that guitar there, it was yeah, like that kind of 60s almost, maybe late 50s, 60s, almost jazzy kind of like bright sound going on with the tone of the first guitar, and then everything else has that fuzzy low distortion kind of thing, so it gives it that really like punk edge. You've got that really kind of like chunk going through with the riffs across that. Lyrically, woo, recording as of right now at 5:52 in the morning, and wow, talk about a wake up here. I'm not gonna dive into it specifically, but very forward with everything there lyrically, which sometimes is helpful and I guess appreciated. You don't have to spend too much time searching and thinking about what exactly you're looking into. And in this case, it was all right there. So I think the overall theme of the album is, from hearing one track, I'm going to speculate, is this overwhelming affection towards one person, and hopefully the experiences, positive experiences, intimate experiences that are to be had between the two people there. But yeah, that's a lot to digest here this morning. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, it's super punk though. Like, get that like Clash almost, not quite Ramones. That's a little dirtier than the Ramones in terms of like everything musically, not lyrically, but like musically. Like, from what I can remember, the Ramones had a fairly cleaned up sound by the time they got to the point where I started listening to them. But this had a little bit of grit to it, so that was good. It's like an authentic sort of punk experience. Yeah, I dig it, but I don't know lyrically if that's something, one, I can risk into my heavy rotation and just having it playing in my classroom in the background, having that come on would be a whoo. But then also, I don't know, not necessarily the kind of thing that I dive into and make a strong connection with, because it's coming from an experience that is not one that I have had or will have in a general sense. Uh, so it's not something that I truly can feel like super attached to. But if I'm feeling like really, really kind of punk one day, that may be something that goes into that rotation just to hash out all that gnarly punk energy, whatever it may be. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I didn't record these at 5:30 in the morning, they would be a little more sensible. So, but anyway, thanks for the recommendation. It was good. Good to hear some new stuff. So, anyway, if you like this, drop a comment down below, and hopefully we'll get it up here on the channel and get an authentic reaction. Elaw out.